For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Mexico City Diablos and the Washington football team.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Fletcher Cox on the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
57, Mike, 57.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A second down run with Lewis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Rager. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. but they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This time Haskins will look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And 20.
2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On play action, Haskins. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the counter, it's Lewis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run. This is Lewis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 10 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And out. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Tackled by
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You're almost talking me into it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Higgins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 58 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, It certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Right call it, no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Gun now on 3rd down.
That's caught. It's John Hightower. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
15-yard line.
Diablos.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Diablos 20, Washington 10.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A 71-yard punt return. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Albert O.
Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. He can run for it. And Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 20.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on it. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Diablos 37. Washington 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And he's upended after a gain of yard line.
A gain of 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Lewis. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Today's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.